All right, enough England. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Kylian Mbappe took to social media to describe reports linking him to an alleged rape in Stockholm as, quote, fake news, and his lawyers described them as, quote, totally false. Jules?
Yeah, I mean, this is an incredible story. Still developing. Gabi, again, the front page of L'Équipe newspaper, Le Parisien newspaper today in France. So Swedish prosecutors. So he was in Stockholm. We know that for 2 nights. He had 4 days off from Real Madrid during the international break, where he didn't go with France. That created controversy in itself. He went to Stockholm with Nordi Mukiele, his former PSG teammate, now Bayer Leverkusen. His bodyguard and his PA. They had a couple of parties, etc. And now Swedish prosecutors are saying that they're probing an alleged rape in the hotel where Kylian Mbappe and his friend stayed. So the Bank Hotel, if you've been to Stockholm, you might know it. There, he's linked. They haven't mentioned the name of the suspect, so we don't know who the person is. Certainly, they haven't come out, the prosecutors, with Kylian Mbappe's name. Newspapers and media over there, including the Swedish tabloids, have named him, saying that according to their sources, it's him. But his team, Kylian, his lawyers, nobody has been told that he was the suspect in this case. So this is where we are now.
Yeah, and I think we need to let the courts and the prosecutors and the police do their job and go forward with this. I think at this stage, that's pretty much all you can say.
Yeah, absolutely. And meanwhile, Gab, sticking with Kylian Mbappe, a ruling is expected next week regarding the 55 million euros that Kylian says PSG owe him after what happened last season in terms of salary and bonuses, and they haven't paid. And on social media, Kylian seems to link the two.
Yeah, the rape allegation and this. He quoted, I quote here, "It's becoming so predictable on the eve of the hearing, as if by chance." All right, I'm going to check this back to you about whether you think the all-seeing eye of Paris Saint-Germain is so powerful that they could architect some kind of story like this in Sweden, no less. But I also want to say, if you're Real Madrid, if you're Carlo Ancelotti, you have a Clasico coming up in 2 weeks?
10
you need
days,
this.
you know?
10 days?
Yeah.
You need this like you need a hole in the head.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, conspiracy?
I don't know. I don't know what that would do for this hearing. It's just about, they owe me that money. No, we don't. We had an agreement that we would not pay you that. What he does in his private life would not have any impact.
I don't think it's clever of him to link the two, because all it does is it reminds people that, hey, look, you're making a lot of headlines off the pitch.
Yeah, that's true.
On the pitch, Randa Colomwani came up big as France beat Belgium 2-1 away. Jules, there was a lot of VAR in this game and a missed Yuri Tielemans penalty as well.
Yeah, a big miss as well. He missed the target completely.
Nearly missed the second tier of the stadium.
Absolutely. The first half was so good from Belgium, and Tedesco under massive pressure before the game, and even more now after the defeat. But
another foreign manager for you.
True.
A guy who's actually Italian, but his last name literally means German, and he's coaching Belgium. What are you going to do?
Struggling to adapt to the different rhythm, as we were mentioning. But the first half, Belgium wiped the floor with France. Really, I don't know how we scored first to make it 1-0. On a penalty that was a penalty, but a bit lucky.
We were fast crawling around. Or no, it was Tete crawling around on the ground.
Yeah. And then in the second half, Colomwani, who's the guy, just can't do anything right at club level with PSG, albeit a very different system and style of football. I understand that. Scoring a second goal, a bit of a mistake by Castille's goal, but still great win for France. Even if they didn't really deserve it, I think Deschamps right now would take it.
Still on track for the Final Four. That game against Italy looms big, no?
Quarterfinals first, and
that's right.
Quarterfinals now. So top two are going to the quarterfinals, which takes a little bit away from that kind of suspense of finishing top of the group. And meanwhile, Gab, you mentioned Italy. They rolled to a 4-1 win over Israel, and they looked very good. I agree with you. Are you regretting your views on Spalletti after the Euros? And what you said about him then?
All the mean things I said about him? No, because when facts change, opinions change. Italy were terrible at the Euros. He made stupid choices. He made wrong choices. He's managed to imbue them with a sense of attacking purpose, with a sense of joy. I thought they were very lucky, by the way, with the penalty for the opener. But they played really well. They're playing front foot forward, whether it's Fagioli in there, whether it's Ricci in there. They actually have a guy who can pass in the middle of the park, which is nice. and Di Marco still playing out of his skin, Di Lorenzo scoring 2 goals. It's all good. Roll on. If
You're
only
in the quarterfinals already. You.
even Retegui looks good.
Yeah.